explain to you what I have is I get my cleaning bucket. This is my main cleaning bucket. This is where I do all my bulk mass cleaning for my taro corms. Thanks, Uncle. My taro corms, I clean in this bucket, and this is my bucket that I generally try to get off all of the skin, the rootings, and the dirt. Yeah, as you can see, that's what I like get off in my first cleaning. Yeah, and that's all the ono mea ai. So yeah, I just real easy. This kalo real easy, and every kalo is different. We're just gonna go ahead and go with our hands and go with our fingers, and again, just apply a light pressure to take off all the rootings, the dirt, and the outside skin. We like make sure that we're being super clean, that our thoughts are clean, that our mana is clean. You know, that the process we did to cook the taro was clean. The process to get the water, you know, whether it's filtering your water, boiling your water, you just not like use faucet water or any kind of water. Because, you know, once again, this is a recipe, and I don't know how much you guys can cook one recipe without one ingredient sheet. Yeah. In the point making process, you like know what is going in the ingredient sheet, and you like refrain that sheet from growing unnecessary ingredients. So we like staying clean, and we like to keep everything neat and separated, right? You can see I get my koina bucket, which is for my third scraping. I say third because my first scraping was getting off all of the main, the dirt, the rootings, and the outside skin. My second scraping will be with my knife. Yeah, you go look my taro. The thing clean, but still get plenty dirt specks. So we're gonna try to get off all of that dirt specks with our knife. And you will notice that I no longer use my first bucket. I get a second bucket with clean water or semi-clean water, more semi-clean than the first bucket that I use purposely for my second scraping. The second scraping, I just gonna take one thin layer and reassure that I got off all the dirt and the rootings. And if you've been paying attention, I always shaking my hands, trying to control water, because this recipe is a big importance on water control. And why is that? Anybody can say why that is then you're pretty smart. But if you cannot say why, the main reason is for longevity of the recipe. What that mean for all you Waianae guys? That means your food gonna last how long? Right? Because if you know anything about water, then you know water is living. And you know anything living can die. So, the recipe, we're not trying to kill the water, but we're trying to control how much water we add. And in the very early beginning stages, it's very important. Why is it important? Well, This particular recipe is a fermented recipe. Therefore, the more or less water you add now will break or make the end impact. Right? What that means for all you wine guys? More water now, more hassle later. Plain and simple. So what am I doing? I'm on my third scraping. I just taking off all the uliki, all the gumminess off of the taro corn, and we're trying to look for the starch, real starchiness in the inside. And that's another big call on the recipe. We like to use the most starchy because the thing contains the less sugar. And if you know anything about sugar, fuck, everything eats sugar. Back to the microbes of the water. If you get more water and get more sugar, then the more sour can come more fast. For all you Yale guys, what that basically meant was the microbe content in the water when feast off of the sugars. If you know clean, your taro's good to the starches. All the gumminess is generally all the soft, broken down sugar molecules. So we scrape that off real lightly, and I call that my third scraping, and I save all of that because that's not rubbish. That can be all Manaʻo. And what we are left with is the taro starch. Yeah, outside, inside almost should be same color. Sometimes hard, but it's achievable. Antiferrin, smash that kind. Yeah, you shout out to you, antiferrin. Anyways, yeah, and most importantly, we like to cut it in half. And if you can guess why, then you smart. But the main reason is, if this is my papa and this is my Carlo, yeah, it's rounded. It's flat. So pretty common sense reason why is it can stick, it can roll off. Yeah, us wine guys found that out the hard way. So again, I get 5 buckets right now. Yeah, my 5th bucket just being my taro. Today I'm doing 10 pounds, right? As you can see, I get my main cleaning bucket. I get my second water for my second scraping. That's where I transfer over from bulk mass cleaning to a little bit more tedious cleaning, right? Where I'm focusing on generally getting off all the dirt specks, doing a final clean so I may start saving food. From there I start my third scraping, saving all my koina, and then looking for any last specks that I missed and making sure that I am scraping down to the starches and getting the most starchy product possible. And then after that, I slice the corn in half, best as possible, and I save what yet. And generally, it's like 50% is what we all say here is what we lose. So, and what we save. Either way, half full, half empty, same smell, same taste. Not an important thing, yeah, we talked about was cleanliness. My hair long. I usually sporting the shirt, but I get beanie today. So either works. You can be Al Qaeda, wrap the shirt around your head, or you can be Eminem, wear a beanie. Either works. Recommend no jewelry, no bracelets, no necklace, no earrings. And just the main reason is all of that shit dangle. Yeah. And basically they just dangle all kind of critters and E. coli's on your food, into your food. So, more better, nowhere. Just did my first scraping, cleaning off all the bulk mass with my hands. Yeah. I'm going to my second and third scraping with the knife. Second scraping is getting off all the dirt that we didn't miss from the first. Real good. Taking off one thin layer. And you know, generally what I see in this process is everybody that when they learn, you know, all kind of learning styles out there, but everybody that come over here and do taro like we do taro, I'd say like 85% of the guys I watch, they take off too much. They waste food. Yeah? So some good reminders that you're just looking for the dirt and you're just looking for take off all the unedibles. Because that don't mean the thing not edible. Something else can eat them. So one thing to keep in mind, like waste, taking off one thin layer, taking off any dirt you miss. That's what the second scraping is about to me. That's my recipe. Keeping my hands, you know, clean. And, you know, after I feel safe that I've got off all the general dirt, rootings, at that point I switch over to my second bucket of clean hand water, and I try to be real observative, and I try to really watch and pay attention to my handling. If I notice every single time there's dirt specks on every single clean, I know that my hand is dirty or my knife is dirty. So therefore I'm gonna wash one or the other. Or both. Both no hurt. You know, it never hurts to stop and wash your hands during this process. Going to my third scraping, saving all of this dark. Yeah, see all of this dark, and then all of this light is kind of the starchy stuff. That's my goal right now. Yeah, I go cut them open. Show you guys. See? See the difference. Dark. White. So, I don't know, some people keep in mind that, for one, the gummy, the uliki, the sugars, not rubbish. That's your breakfast, that's your mahi pie, that's all your scraps that you can use, all kind of good stuff. So, our third scraping is all about saving that stuff, taking off those layers. And it's crazy, it's actually the processes of the recipe is actually how you make the recipe last the longest. So the process in which we practice is a proven make your boy last recipe. Yeah? And you like remember that it's a fermented recipe. Product inside, backside. Yeah, you gangy. Little demo. Hope you guys all have a blessed day. That's how you clean some taro. Once again, I get my main cleaning bucket where I take my taro form and clean it with my hands, get off all the bulk mass. I have my second water bucket. This is where I do my second and third scraping. My second scraping taking off any misrootings and dirt that I missed from the first cleaning, and my third scraping is where I be very observative and I scrape off anything that I miss and auto leak it, and the point I see. And I save all of that for my breakfast scraps or whatever food that I'm gonna make, because that's not trash. And remember, 85%, I see you guys waste, you guys take off too much. You only take off the dirt and the unedibles. So you don't like waste your food. That's what our second and the third scraping is about. And our fourth is just, you know, catching anything that we miss. But you should not be missing nothing if you just didn't watch this video. Yeah, you guys.
Alright.